Due by recent controversies, Tighnari voice actor will be replaced by me. Okay. Hello guys, my name is DrFreezes. You know the rest. How you doing, Frozen Society? I just want to see that how this is going to turn out in play. Everyone knows Elliot, from the voice actors, the fans, everything else. But pretty much what happened. Not only I used to be a commentator, I will report just this once. But what I say, I will regret. But not only is it truth, how can I regret something what is true? But anyway, he was caught being a pedophile, texting to minors, fans, anything else by that. There was a whole list saying that he was being sexist. Yeah, most people are sexist, but I don't care. Transphobic, most people are transphobic. I don't care. And it's something to make fun of disabled people. Now that I do care, I'll fight you if you make fun of disabled people, because there's a lot of people out there in the world that are disabled. All right, you can't blame us. You can't blame us. You can't blame that. But at the same time, he was being an ass. So what happened to him now? He said he's gonna seek therapy and anything else. Do he believe he need to be redeemed? No. No. So all his voice actor friends actually cut ties with him, and that's pretty much it. He already got his whole Twitter page all in the black, and that's it. But at the same time, we're not going to be focusing on that. I'm going to be focusing on to make you guys, because I don't see anyone else doing this, and they are, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you because you guys are higher, better, and creative. All right, but I'm just going to do me, and you go do you, and that's it. And that is creating a video of doing Tighnari's voice lines. That sounds a bit stupid, but to tell you the truth, it is. You guys are just asking, Freeze, have you ever voice act before? No. There was a couple times I used to act. I wasn't in no drama club or anything. I used to just read a very big textbook and read William Shakespeare, Julius Caesar, and then later on I just nailed every single lines because okay, me and Cassius is literally relatable. So how hard can it be to play this character? And pretty much you gotta find the right person to relate to actually voice act this character, and that's it. That's all it is. And only I kind of like Tighnari. I can, from the writing standpoint, the voice acting, just hold on. It kind of makes sense. And to make it clear for you guys, the character and the voice actor is not pretty much the same. So if you got that delusional thought, I want you to do is look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I mentally ill or mentally insane? There's a difference, you know that. Okay, I'm sorry. But still, anyway, I'm going, in this video, it's just going to be recording Tighnari voice lines, and that's it. If you want the uncut version, go to my Patreon. That's the only way. But full version, Patreon, cut version, you're watching it right now. Alright, let's get started. Hi there, I'm Tighnari, Forest Watcher of the Avian Forest. My duty is to provide both the rainforest ecosystem and the safety of the visitors. If there is your first time here, I suggest you first pursue the Avian Forest Survival Guide. Pay attention to the chapters distinguishing between edible and poisonous mushrooms. If you push a leaf between the dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and handy bookmark. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. The value of knowledge cannot simply be qualified in monetary terms. I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella. I apply a plant-based waterproofing oil to my tail. One switch, and it's dry. All the thunder is so loud. Ugh, my head hurts. I don't see weather like this very often. Oh, are you cold? If you want, you can tuck your hand into my tail. My ears! My ears! They're going to be blown inside out. God, it's so hot. Even a mist flower will melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But get what I mean? uh, Listen, the sound of dew dropping upon the leaf. During lunch breaks, I like to sit in a tree and admire the sunlight streaming through the canopy. If I'm not careful, I'll fall asleep. Good evening, I'm prepared to go observe bioluminescent floor. Want to come? Get some sleep. I'll be on guard duty. It'll be a good time to write today patrol log entry. I studied botany in the Mata Dashra. My academic advisory want me to join the faculty after graduation, but to be quite honest, I prefer a somewhat freer research environment. From my observation, the way that the academia handles certain matters leave much to be desired. Unfortunately, my advisor didn't push the issue. Not like what wouldn't have worked. Many people think my kind of loners, and I don't blame them for thinking that. The few of us around are mostly scholars, and we're always chasing our research. So you'll be lucky to spy on a single turf of tail fur in a whole year. Like my father, for example, he's an entomologist, and lately he's been studying the evolution of beetles in the deserts. I have no intentions of joining him. I'm ashamed to admit that I don't tolerate the sun very well. Prolonged exposure turned my brain and body into mush. Are we officially friends? What so that the sort of things need an official document now? Okay. Okay then. Well, hand over your friendship certificate. I assume it need my signature. I remember praying as a child that if I was lucky enough to receive a vision, it had to be a dendro one. It wasn't because of research. I just wanted to make a vine ladder to reach high-hanging fruit. I heard about the R&R for some time now, but I haven't personally seen any. Sometimes I hear rushing sounds from the forest depths, but they disappear when I go close. That's a good thing though, at least they know how to protect themselves. Unlike these stupid, adventurers who first thought when they ran into a via leopard is, oh, maybe I will form an interspecies friendship today. Don't worry about Kata. I told the Matra I know that is my research assistant. If everyone wants to do anything to it, they need to go through me. Since you seem to care about Kata, why don't you enroll yourself in some Spatama Darsha? That way you can care for it even if I'm gone. When that child was first brought here, she was officially iterate. It wasn't huge issues though. She's a hard worker and a delicate student, so she made good progress. Still, her goal is to learn advanced medical techniques, so she can still has a long way to go. She sometimes put too much pressure on herself. Help her out when you can, will you? Consider it a favor from me as her mentor. Thanks a lot. After my advisory rescue, I wrote him a letter to send my regards. To my surprise, and he wrote back saying that someone had already given him my regards in person. He ended the letter with a query: why is the General Maha saying he wants to leverage the full might of Sumeru to restore the reputation of the sage? Good question. I'd like to know too. Calvé is a famous architect in Sumeru. The palace of Alcazazari is his Hmong opposed. During the internal planning, he even asked me to recommend suitable ornaments flora. I don't know why or how, but he ended up heavily in debt after the place was complete. I hate him is helping out by letting him stay at his place, but I don't know whether that's a blessing or a curse. I heard of her, the famous sleepwalking eccentric. The rumors about her sleepwalking are really quite absurd. Feats of superhuman strength, sprinting through our village at night, scaling the walls of Simmery with her bare hands. Some even say that she can write 100,000 words thesis while asleep. Nah, what a little nonsense. I know I have mentioned her before. An extraordinary genius with a variable wealth of knowledge and talent. A pity that she returned to Moscow long ago. Perhaps in the case of her study, she witnessed the horrified side of knowledge. A student I once heard say, plants in the land of the dangerous share the same history. It could just be one of the things that people say, but I always felt that there's a deeper meaning to these words. If I met Lesser Lord Kusanale one day, I learned if she would explain them to me. Everything happened so fast I didn't get a chance to properly thank her. To have a capable and reliable person like her on her side. Extremely fortunate. I'm sure she must have many groups trying to persuade her to join their ranks, but she definitely doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would be interested in joining the academia or the forest rangers, so I spare myself the inconvenience rejection. Are you acclimated to the rainforest? I suggest that you keep your eyes and ears open, take care of yourself, and if anything happens, just flag down a forest ranger. Sometimes I really do envy these simpletons who goes around touching anything and everything in their minds and must feel like miracles happen every day. To better serve the Adavia Forest, I occasionally often train courses to the forest rangers. If you want to split hairs, then yes, their courses will be considerably a decimental of information by the academia. But what are they going to do? Lock me up? I dare them. I'll let you in on a secret. I actually really like the atmosphere in the Grand Bazaar. Business is booming, everyone's so lively, and the theater is full of song and dance. Unfortunately, my ears don't tolerate loud sounds very well. You'll cover my ears for me. It'll be very too hard to walk like that. But thanks for the thoughts. I had many beautiful and fantastic dreams as a child, but they vanished from my memories one day after I grew up. Do you still have dreams? Tell me about them. Leaves and flowers often drop into the ground of the Avenian forest, sometimes perfectly interact, leaving them to the ground would be such a pity. I can't help but pick them up and keep them as a biological supplement. They can be used as an educational material for the forest ranger or as decipherable piece. Very diverse still. Let me think. Pollinations in the Avanian forest, adventurers who constantly stir up trouble, and rescue dogs that always want to mess with my tails. But these problems have all solutions. If you're talking about big concerns, then I really don't have any. In these regards, the life of the forest watcher is pretty simple. This might sound strange, but although the blood of a carnivore runs through my veins, mushrooms are the one food that I can't give up. There are many species of edible mushrooms, either fresh or dried. They always give off a unique scent, even if the stew with meat. It's the mushrooms amar that comes out on. My olfactory system is awfully sensitive, so I like the good fortune to enjoy heavy spice foods. Quite the shame in Sumeru. Excellent ingredients, impeccable seasoning. In short, it is delicious. Nice flavor pairing. Could you give me a copy of the recipe? I want to put this on the menu of the forest rainforest next meal. Do I need to teach you some recipes? Happy birthday! I picked out a potted plant in the full bloom for you, along with a gardening guide. If anything happens to it, don't hesitate to find me at any time. This plant comes with the Forest Washer Lifetime Guarantee. I have a lot of flowers are in the seasons of your birthday. It took me forever to choose one. I'll get you a different species next year. One with the forest. And frown. Can't see? I'll uproot you. Let nip on this bulb. I hear everything. Keep up. Why is there a chest here? Huh. I think we can browse the lost and found report. I smell something good inside. Oh, what a drag. Oh, my tail's all mixed up. Time to pull some weeds. Go get yourself patched up. Safety first. Dust. To dust. I'm not finished with my research. Flowers haven't bloomed yet. Excuse me. Who do you think you are? One thing after another. I'll bury you. I'll lead the way. Who ate the poisonous mushroom this time? Let's go gather some samples. This is the climbing section, so in case you guys are interested. I made. I did. I accomplished nothing in life. How many hours is that? 43 minutes. Holy shit. My Patreons will be happy about this goddamn video. Alright guys, so like the video, just hit that like, it's free. Subscribe, all that other bullshit. I told you, like before, full video on Patreon, $3 a month. Very cheap. Very, very cheap. Alright, thank you for watching my Frozen Society, and I hope you have a wonderful day.